Hi guys, it's Colette, and today we're going to be working on these matte watercolor ghosts. If you like nail art, be sure you're subscribed to my channel, My Simple Little Pleasures. And if you'd like to see how I did these, just stay tuned. Starting out with clean, dry nails, we're going to begin with the base coat. I'm using Ready for Takeoff, which is a peel-off base, and you can use whichever is your personal favorite. The nail polish that I'll be using as my base color today is China Glaze Liquid Leather. Once I have that applied and it's dried, I'm going to be using Apple Barrel Gloss acrylic paint for the watercolor. For the next step, in addition to the white acrylic paint, I have a small cup with some water in it, a plastic lid, and a couple of different brushes. I'm going to be using the smaller brush to paint the ghosts and the larger brush to sop up the water. So I'm going to start out with just a small to moderate size drop of the white acrylic paint. You don't really need too much. Then, just using my brush, I'm going to start getting some water from the cup. It's kind of a slow way of going about things, but doesn't require any extra tools. And I'm just adding it as a drop next to the acrylic paint for size reference. Oh, now they're touching and now it's a little harder. But you want about a 50-50 mixture between water and acrylic paint. And once you have all the water out, you can kind of start mixing them together like this. And as you mix it, you can kind of feel the consistency, so you can make your own judgment call of whether you may need to add a little bit more water, or if you do feel like you've added way too much water, you can add a tiny bit more acrylic paint. I'm going to add a little bit more water and mix it all together again. So once you're happy with your mixture, and I almost am, just a little bit more water. I've had some issues with my mixing today, so I'm trying to make sure that this is a good consistency. I'm going to start painting the ghosts on my nails, and they're going to be going in some different directions and a little bit of overlapping each other. So we're going to start out with the first one on this nail, and we want his head big enough that we can fit a face in there. So try to keep the edge kind of smooth. Then his body's going to kind of curve around off to the side of the nail here. And we'll go on to this nail, where it will continue around in a little bit of a curve like that. And once we've got it all applied, I'm going to go ahead and let it sit for about 30 seconds. With your dry brush, just go in and start dabbing up the extra water, and you'll be left behind with an outline and also a transparent layer, like that. And I start at the thinnest side because that does dry a little bit faster, and then move in back to the larger part of his head. And once I've dabbed up all the water, I'm going to repeat that and add a ghost on my ring finger, and another on my thumb, and on my pinky, I'll be very carefully writing out boo. The next step is going to be to give these little ghosties some faces. And for that, I'm going to be using the MoYou Festive number 29 plate. It's a little bit dirty and perhaps hard to see, but these are jack-o'-lantern faces. And I decided there's no reason some of them could not be ghosts also. So did a little bit of testing. Right now I'm going to be going for this one, so I'm going to clean him off. Use the other end of the Q-tip to get away any of that residue. I'm going to be stamping with MoYou London Black Knight. And I have my crystal clear stamper and scraper. So I'm going to apply the polish the opposite direction I'll be scraping. Give it a quick scrape and a quick pickup. And that's not a flawless pickup, but it's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and be careful not to get the excess on your nail. We're going to aim that face right into our ghost head. That's why we wanted to make sure that our ghost heads were big enough, because we wanted to have room for these faces. For cleaning off my clear stamper, I use a little lint roller, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to add faces to the rest of the ghosts. Finally, I'm going to finish off with a top coat, and as usual, I'm using Seche Vite. If you want, you can leave the design glossy, or you can matte it. And to do that, I'm going to be using Essie Matte About You. So here's the finished manicure, and I've got mixed feelings. I'm kind of frustrated. I had some issues. I like how my testing turned out better, and I think that may be impacting my view of the finished manicure. It may not be as bad as I think, but it could have turned out so much better. So yeah, I've got some frustration going on here. I think the idea is sound. If you want to give it a try, I would love to see your version. And if you'd like to see the testing and the struggles that I had with this, you can check out my live stream. The VOD is available over on Twitch right now, and that will be uploaded here on YouTube tomorrow. Either way, I'd love to hear what you guys think of these ghosts down in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching.